do we give men mixed messages when it comes to being open with their feelings?
Oh, I do, and I really, really enjoy it. I mean, it's pathological in me, and it's awful, because I'm like a cat, and then I just play with the ball like that. And in our house, you know, we've got 6 female guinea pigs, 2 female dogs. Mark has 4... We have 4 daughters, and Mark tries... Most of his life he's sweating, actually, running around trying to work out what we all want. I'm menopausal, all the rest are premenstrual, the dogs are nuts. And, you know, he does such a good job, but he will sometimes just stand in the middle of the hall and just with his... You know, his hair in his hands, pulling, going, I don't know what to do. And I go, well, you know, you've had enough instruction.
Joe, do you think women give men mixed messages?
Definitely. I think, on occasions, I think I can only talk personally about myself, and you know, when I'm feeling like slightly emotional or I've got stuff on my mind, I like to take myself away, like, you know, and just spend a day on my own and work it out. Which I don't think that's that bad, because that's... I think
women like to go, come on, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Like, you try and get away from Stacey for a day. She's like a bloodhound. She knows exactly where you are. So
I'm doing
days are over.
Yeah. What do you do in that day?
Not a lot.
Do you just sit in a beanbag or something?
It's not wallow. I'll just potter around. I'll have some thinking space, try and work it out in my head, and then I usually feel a lot better. And I think people just deal with things differently.
Men and women do, definitely.
With men as well, I think it's slightly confusing. We don't know whether, you know, you women want us to be a man or not a man. I mean, those pants say it all. What do you want? Do you want us to be manly or wear silky pants?
It's true, actually, because it's that thing of we're wanting that sensitivity. I think I shouldn't speak for everyone, but I think I want that sensitivity. But then if it goes over too far, I always get nervous because then it's like, well, how manly are you being?
Yeah, and I understand what women are saying. They want you. They'd like us to talk through our thoughts and stuff like that. But I couldn't think of nothing else.
You're getting very well trained.
I can see it looking at me as well.
Because you know what it is, right? It's the fact that when someone's going through something, they need to talk it out and get it out of the system. It's not healthy to shove yourself in a room and not talk to because you say that, but yours comes from a reason, doesn't it? Because you lost your dad when you were 12 years old, and that's a really tough time to lose a parent.
Yeah, so mine's probably through sort of a habit and necessity. So I lost my dad when I was 12, and then there's a house full of women, my 2 sisters and my mum. So I suppose whenever I felt like I was going to be emotional or something, I didn't want to burden them with it. So from an early age, I'd walk away and just do it by myself. And then I could come out the next day feel a lot better about it. So I think mine's just something I've learned, which is probably not healthy.
But that learning, has that come from the feeling that females don't want to see a man vulnerable or upset? Is that what informs?
I don't know. I mean, deep down, maybe. I mean, I don't like really. I've done it a few times with Stacey.
You feel like you have to be. When you spoke to me and said he feels like, well, I don't know, you had to step into the father role, so there was no kind of emotion. It was almost like you took over all the responsibilities, and then it was all that you felt, even though it wasn't, that you felt as though the pressure was on you to be strong, and strong wasn't crying.
And if I had talked it through from when I was a younger boy, I probably would deal with it a lot differently now. So maybe you ladies are right. Talking about it is the best thing.